This is JackswanTV. You can follow us on Twitter, as the caption says. Follow me personally at Krem81, or follow Jack Swan himself at Jack_Swan. And all you Twitter followers, make sure you do #SwanNation. Right, after a momentous video and a momentous result today, unfortunately the boys are all pissed as fuck, and we haven't got up the Ivy, so we're going to do it a bit of a vox-pop style today. So we're going to go to the pub and we're going to catch people's feelings. And right, we're going to start off. Spence, we don't usually get words from Spence, so Spence, come on, fill us in. What were your thoughts on the game today, son?
Fucking amazing. Nice one, Swans. Yeah.
Any better insight? How do you feel we performed as a squad today? Do you think?
Very well,
a lot of missing players. Routledge wasn't even in the squad. Obviously no Danny Graham. Checked out the start up front. What do you think, guys?
Well, I'll tell you what, if I could sing a song I would.
That's why Spence is usually on the other end of the camera, right? So we've got Lewis Wheeler, this week's Dream Team winner. And can we have a look at the t-shirt, please? Oh, sorry, last month's t-shirt. Can we have a look at the t-shirt? We'll have a... This is for all you Jack Swans fans that enter the Dream Team. You can see what you get to win. This is a true winner.
This is what you get if you pick the best fantasy team of the month.
Jack Swan t-shirt, as it says. Nobody could really hit this one. Fantasy Football League. So that's what you get to win. You win the fantasy football. That's what you get. Nice t-shirt. Right. Let's get on to more.
You can ask my opinion on the game.
We'll get on to more serious stuff. Come on, Lewis. You're obviously a seasoned veteran with the Swans, having won the fantasy football. Come on, what did you think of today's game then, Lewis?
On a negative point of view, I thought Keystone Young was quite shit.
Really? Why would you say that?
He gave away a different spin on things. I thought he gave away too many passes.
No way!
He did.
Cheer up.
On a positive spin, who the fuck is going to stop us on the form we're on?
It's a fair point. I don't think we fear. Just as a comment, Rob, you weren't. You disagreed with the Keystone Young comment from Lewis, and you thought Keystone Young played well. Would you like to elaborate?
Played well. He gave a ball away a few times, but look, picking hairs, really, isn't it? Fantastic.
I think you've got to play dodgy balls to get those killer balls, so you're going to give the ball.
He lost as well. Back in defence, they weren't offensive.
He's got less provisional vision, isn't he?
Yeah. Okay. That's slightly racist, so we'll move on to that. Matthew Vincent, we've missed a bit of Matty recently. We haven't had some genius insight. Matty Vincent, what was your insight on the game today? What did you feel about it?
On your own, man. On your own.
Well, yeah, brilliant. First half.
He's got his TV voice on.
Yeah, you know, I didn't talk.
He's not being funny, but.
Fantastic.
He's not being funny or whatever.
No, be funny just once.
Funny was my dive on the fucking team.
Who played up front today?
I'm not being funny or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we were good.
We move on from Matty. Right,
I was going to say, I'm 28 tomorrow. I just walked
Good
into
for you, Rachel. Good for you.
I just got thrown out the bookies for not having idea.
Right, okay. Just on that point of getting thrown out the bookies, obviously they didn't understand your insight into the Swans. And I'd just like you to iterate for all the JackswanTV fans what your point of view was.
I thought it was nice that...
Get a season back. Get a season back.
Yeah. Oh! Hang on. Just have a bit of respect for your wife. Sorry.
Whatever his name is.
Mark Kattenberg.
Yes.
Hey, hang on now. A bit of respect for Jack-swan,
I
please.
know it was nice that he was pulling a wine out.
This is all right.
Yes.
He was back in black.
Exactly. Thank you very much for that. And I have to admit myself, it was good seeing Mark back on the pitch. I thought as it went, he had a good game. Maybe thought he could have punished a few times or whatever, but overall, good game. I just like to hear Alistair's view there. Alistair Wheeler, how do you think Mark Clattenburg refereed the game today?
Anyway, was it his first game back as proper official?
It was his second game back, to be fair. It wasn't quite his first game. He came back with Chelsea last
He was
week.
fourth official though, wasn't he? So actually,
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, and you thought he done right.
I thought he'd done really well. Got every call right. Obviously, there was a lot of pressure on it,
Yeah.
and I thought he dealt with that really well.
Do you think?
I would have answered that.
Do you think he could have issued a few yellow cards for diving? Because it did seem to be a few contentious dives in the match.
But then it's hard to say in live play what is a dive, what is just going over.
Do you think referees would benefit from having, like in rugby, like a TV official, someone who could look back? Do you think that's the way forward? Or?
I think it would spoil the topic of conversation.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. It does make the game a bit more
It
interesting.
splits people, doesn't it? That was a free kick, that weren't a free kick.
But would you be saying the same if the Swans were end of the season borderline the place in Europe and a contentious decision meant we wouldn't get through? Would you think you'd feel the same, or do you think you'd actually?
I think I'd be annoyed, but at the time I might say, oh yeah, but I think at the end of the day it should be.
It's part of the game.
Yeah, it is part of the game. I think the Swans were fantastic today.
Well, yeah, they were. Moving on from that, then.
He was shit.
Do you know,
I'm not racist, I got a colour TV, but
moving on from that, we go back to Rob. Then moving on from the West Brom game on Wednesday. Do you think we improved with our performance against Arsenal today? Do you think we were worse, or do you think
It was a different kind of performance. You don't really compare the two because obviously we're away to a top club, Arsenal, and one of the tougher games of the season. We passed with flying colours. I mean, perfect game plan for the manager as well. Hit with a counter attack. We knew they were going to push forward. They needed to win the game. Last 10 minutes, just took advantage. And Michu, what a player! What a player!
fantastic? When we played West Brom were third in the league. Arsenal only 2 places above us this week. So statistically, West Brom were a better side. We were better against West Brom. What's your views on that? Do you think that the league, the West Brom are in the place in the league they should be? Do you think?
I don't give a shit about West Brom.
Fair enough. My thoughts were Arsenal, obviously an established team in the Premiership. Great team. Personally, I thought today's performance, taking that in mind, was better than the West Brom one. Would you agree, or?
You think the West Brom performance was better?
No, Arsenal against today was better performance because Arsenal, for me, are a better team.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But in footballing terms, the West Brom first half was probably the best football the Swans have ever played. It was probably, it'd be hard to play better than that, but when you look at the whole, probably the Arsenal result has probably been the best result, probably one of the best away results ever in the history of the Swans.
Fantastic. I have to say.
And we didn't even have full strength team, have we?
We've had a lot of games in a short period, and I think that's
For Norwich now, next game.
That's it. Right, moving on. Moving on. Thank you, Rob, for that one. Right, moving on. Gareth Davis, Deputy Headmaster. Right, Norwich next game. We've had a good run of results, Gareth. We beat the West Brom, beating Arsenal. Norwich next game. How do you think we're going to do, Gareth? Gareth? It's live on telly, Gareth. Matthew Vincent, sorry. Gareth. Norwich next game, how do you think we'll do? Norwich in the next game, how do you think we'll do?
I think
1-0. And going by our last few results, you're going from strength to strength at the moment. How do you think we'll fare for the rest of the season?
I think we'll finish
7th or 8th?
above Liverpool.
Comfortable 7th or 8th? Yeah.
I think we'll be fine. We got a good team. He's obviously got a good spine there. The place seems to be getting better and better. So Nothing to worry about, really.
And just as a quick aside, what are your views on Michael Laudrup so far this season?
Well, I think everyone's saying it first 2 games, thought it was a bit too good to be true, and then 3 or 4 games later, everyone, fucking idiots were like, oh, this guy know what he's doing, but everyone's settled now, so he's doing awesome, really, there's nothing at all you can complain about. The players are all getting better and better when he signs, so fantastic.
And thank you very much, Matthew.
No problem, Krem.
Right, so the situation is, it's Jack Swan's Christmas party. You can see the mess everyone's in. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go around, ask a few people who have never been on a program before, see their views on the game and see what we think. Now, right, did you watch the football today? You a fan of Swans?
Absolutely, Swans is fine, yes.
Right, just as someone who hasn't been on JackswanTV.
I love JackswanTV. I love JackswanTV.
Right, what were your views? Did you watch the game today and were you happy with the performance?
Well, to be honest with you, if you've been Arsenal 2-0 away and we should have been 4 or 5-0 away, their chances
my point, I think, personally, I feel today was a better all-round performance for 90 minutes than the West Brom game. Outstanding in the West Brom game for the first 45.
This is where I was right. We have beaten 2 of the top 6 sides in the 2 last games easily. And we are Swansea City.
Is it fair to say the only team in the league we need to fear from now on is ourselves? It's all about what we believe. Is that fair?
Man United or Man City, I think.
No, ultimately, you're right in what you're saying. If we put the projection into our minds and we actually want to win it, Swansea City will win the game. Nothing to do with any other club. It doesn't matter who they play against. As long as we go on that field thinking we are going to win, end of story, and we will do it. And after everything that we've done, we should be going on that field thinking we're going to win.
Do you think it's a sort of a wild thing? I mean, obviously with the recent rugby internationals and Wales tour, do you think it's a wild thing that we perform better when we're not expected to win, or do you just think that it's something we're going to overcome as a club?
I honestly think with the Welsh today, like with Wales losing Australia, we should have won the game. But at the end of the day, we lost the game, but we actually had half our side up there. Now then, Welsh people love rugby and they love football and they love sport and they love Swansea in this area. And I honestly think that people in this area think that sport is right and Swansea and everyone's cheering this one. How often do you see people going to a club in their Ponderlower area, Swansea Valley area, right, making sure that they've actually got the Wales on one tip and the Swans in the other one. And that makes the difference. That's the difference. People, because they're Welsh, that's what they want.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your views. That's some good points brought up there. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go find some people that maybe got a different view. Fantastic. Gav, you got something to say? Sorry, Gav. We're all good. Right, thank you. I'm going to go off. We're going to find some other people out. We walk through and we find someone. For people who watch the football today. Right, I know I'm going to find some people out here who watch the football today. Then we go to Christopher Stevens. Christopher Stevens. Right. Oh, right. John Taylor. John Taylor. Oh, I'll find someone else. Right. Hang on.